Hello Gadies and Gentlemen, it's Averageteadrinker here. This is a bit different than my normal videos. I thought I'd do like a free ball commentary guide-ish thing over my Mythic Fyrakk kill. Just kind of explaining what I'm pressing and kind of what to watch out for if you are progressing the boss. Like I said, this isn't thoroughly planned, so I might mess up talking here and there, but yeah, it's just going to be me reacting to the gameplay and commenting over certain things and just kind of what I was thinking at the time. We ended up getting this on the last pull of the night. Feels good, man. We are using the Corrupted Rage pot. I feel like with Elemental Blast and how much damage that comes in our kit now, we definitely need the chance to crit just to kind of bump up our damage. But as you see, we get the frontals going out here. You got the Firestorm debuffs as you normally would in Heroic. Move those to the side. You don't want to overlap. You want to place it in a nice L shape if that's the strategy you're using. And then you got more frontals coming up here, and then you're going to get the Mythic soaks, where you split into 3 different pairs of groups, soak them, just so no one dies. You can communicate with people in Discord just to say, oh, I'm going to go to the middle one just to cause less confusion, or any other spot, because we had a lot of wipes and issues with people just kind of not saying anything and basically just falling on top of each other. But you see us cheesing damage with the Dream Rend. This is going to pull you in. You always want to use some form of move speed here. I was using Spirit Walk. And you see those balls on the left, you want to kind of stack tightly together, because if you move really far to the right, you're going to bait those balls further across the room. So you want them all nice and tightly stacked on the left hand side before you move over. Me being a dum-dum, getting clipped by the frontal there. It was from range. Normally people say kind of rogue frontal or kind of watch out, but no one said anything and I wasn't paying attention, so that is my bad. Here the Mythic soaks are coming out again. We're going into the middle because that's the one we're assigned to. And then it's just moving over to the right hand side of the platform, getting ready for Dream Rend again, dodging the blaze. One thing I would kind of advise is when you do get blaze, move for the first like 2 seconds and then just plant, because if you spurg move, it is really easy for people to get double hit and die. And then here, just before we moved over, I quickly refresh Wind Fury Totem, pop down Wind Rush just for people to move. We stack nice and tightly together, not to bait the balls on the rest of the raid or the platform. But you can see right there, like someone must have pre-moved and how close that was behind me, so you do not want to run further ahead. And here again, refreshing Wind Rush Totem, we have our assigned location on the semicircle, which is the left hand side at the top, L1, and we have the purple debuff, so we want to soak the first purple orb. If you do have orange, it's the same again, you just soak the first orange orb. If you use the same weaker as us, if you're on a different number, it's just kind of counting, looking behind you, seeing, you know, if I'm third red soak, I'll count 3 reds and then I'll move to that location on the left side, and vice versa for the right. I wasn't assigned to use CDs here because we have such short CDs for the shield, so we had our rogue blast through that and our rep paladin. And this is where we're going to lust and saving our pot. So we're getting as much damage out as we can. Here, saved pot, saving our cooldowns, blasting away. We're going to do the blazes here. We're not going to hit the ads with them. Thankfully they're kind of towards the edge of the platform, so you don't really need to worry about that set of blazes hitting them. And we're getting ready for the cage mechanics and the Colossus. So he's doing his Firestorm cast. I'm just kind of moving out, because you can see with all the swirlies and the blazes going off there, it's very easy to die. So we've saved our primordial wave for this. We actually got meleeed there. Pretty sure that procced Nature's Guardian. Thankfully we didn't die, because that would have been sad. And then you had the Mythic mechanics going out there. You get 4 people with the purple debuff, and they stack 2 and 2 on each marker. And then you get multiple people with the orange kind of fire breaking out mechanic, where they stand on top of the people who have been stunned and break them out. And you have the ads here as you do in Heroic. You always want to save your primordial wave here for these when they do spawn. And you always want to funnel down the Colossus, because people were full nuking these Screaming Souls. There would have been no point really for us to kind of focus them more and kind of cheese more AoE damage. If you kill the Burning Colossus pretty quickly, you can skip the second set of the cage mechanic. So you won't need to stack and then get broken out, which is what we did. And it made it even easier with the nerfs because they nerfed the HP by 10%, I believe, of the Colossus. So now you should always be able to hit. So we just moved right out to the edge, made sure not to hit any adds on the blazing lines. Because if you get the tree or any of the other little adds, it does make the phase a little bit harder and you're more likely to wipe. As you see there on the left hand side, the fire guys are breaking out the people who are stunned with the purple debuffs. We're focusing down the Burning Colossus, so we want to skip that second cage mechanic, so we can just focus on killing the rest of the adds and the purple Colossus. So we got the mechanic there, the burning dies, so the mechanic doesn't go through. But you can see if you don't focus it down, then you can easily get that second set of mechanics there. And now that that's over, it's just kind of getting the last 7%, pushing the boss to 40% just to push him into phase 3. We're just cheesing out as much damage as we can here, dodging blazes, trying not to hit any of the adds with our blaze lines. I will mention, if you are playing Signet Brand and Corrupting Pot, sometimes you can get in pretty hairy spots. So if you're not confident with like how quick you can press your health pot or your health stone, or you aren't as confident in your healers, I would suggest playing Verse File. Now moving into stage 3, we had pre-assigned locations after each of the seed soaks. We have one person in our team who has the seed, I believe it was our Warlock. They're going to put down like a little shield for us, and then you get pushed into the next location where you're going to be assigned to. So like I said, we started on the left hand side here. Use Windrush Totem here just to help people with the tornadoes go out. We're trying our best not to get hit by double blaze lines, trying not to be spurgy. This is the mechanic here where you use the shield and then you get pushed over to the right hand side, which is our second location we were assigned to go to. And then it's just kind of rinse and repeat. It's dodging the swirlies, getting out as much damage as you possibly can, blasting away, moving to the very edge of the platforms with your tornado, because if you place it closer to everyone, they're going to swirl in quicker. So speed it up here. Just about got it to the edge. The other two people are in a better spot. But yeah, always want to try and get it to the edge, because if they hit you, you get one shot. And that's not a fun time. So you have the second shield bit coming up here. So you can see on the weak aura we're safe for an extra 2 seconds. The roar goes off. Now we're moving to our third spot. You can use Gateway for that. We should have probably used Gateway for that, and you may get told to do that. Thankfully, we are not one of the seed carriers, and you also, when you do get blazes in this phase, you really need to be mindful of where your seed carriers are. We've got one on the opposite side of the boss, where he's facing, and then we have a few of them on the left hand side. So you get blazes coming up here, and it's very easy to hit them. Add the roar again. Now we're moving to our last spot. Last 5% at the boss. I know it's not as structured, this video. It's just kind of me reacting to the gameplay, watching it back, as you would be now. But I'm hoping this kind of helped. You know, if it's just kind of terrible and I didn't really help you out, you know, is what it is. At least I tried. We've got the last tornadoes going out, and that's it. Cutting Edge. I think we got rank 73 enhancement for this boss. We didn't get them out, unfortunately. But yeah, that's Mythic Fyrakk. Hopefully kind of you seeing my point of view and me kind of talking over it is going to help you on your progression and good luck.